guys, welcome back to Thread and Glue Designs. For anyone that is new, my name is Stephanie, and today I wanted to take a minute to do a video on how to fold your fabric, your pants leg, for a blind hem stitch. So first I want to show you what the blind hem stitch actually looks like once it's done. It's a very nice professional finish. And this is one leg done. I need to iron it still, but as you can see, you don't see a bunch of stitches. You do see little individual ones, and that's what it does. So we're going to fold this next pants leg. I kind of cheated a little bit, but I'm going to undo it so I can show you still what I did. Okay, your pants are wrong side out, and once you have folded down your hem to where you desire it to be, okay, that's where we're at right now. And then it's really very simple, but it will stump you every time. You fold this top over and inside, leaving a little bit at the top. You want about 1/4 of an inch there, something for the stitch to catch to. And you want to pin it in your seams first. So there's one seam, and here we go for my other seam over here. Make sure they're lined up, and I'm folding that back. And I am not a measurer, but I will line these up to make sure that they look like they're the same. And I've got a little bit too much on this side, so we'll take that down about right there, I think. And that looks good. So I am safe to pin this other line here, stitch line. And at that point, you can take both sides and kind of pull them like this, and it will pull them in the direction that they need to be for you to pin to hem. You do still need to pin. You do still need to check and make sure that your length distance around is still the same. And that one looks okay. So I'll put a pin there. And here I'll put a pin. And that looks good. And one more pin on this side, and I'm going to put it about right there, I believe, and that looks good. Okay, so that is one side. You still have to do the other side over here, and as you can tell, it doesn't want to stay in that position. That's why you have to pin it first in order to get it to do that position. So, pulling it out, it doesn't want to lay. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. Now remember, you want to make sure that this lines up with the other. So you can check it with your side seam. And that looks about right there. So put your pin in. And do your other sections too. Now this section, I know this is way different right here for some reason. I don't know if my original cut was not straight or what, but it looks a little different. So we're going to line it up, and that looks about right. So I did serge the edges of these, the bottom of the pants legs, to give it a better finish. Pants legs, the fabric will naturally want to unravel on some of it, so it's best if you do some kind of finishing. You don't have to do serging. Most standard machines will have an overcasting stitch, or what they call an overlock stitch, and you can do that. Or if you have what are them things? Pinking shears, then you can pink the edges before doing this. And so that's got this one completely done here. So all I have to do to finish this hem out is, because we've made our little channels all the way around, I need to take the foot, and with my machine I have a Janome MC 6650, and it calls for letter G, and you'll notice that this foot has a little metal guide down the middle. Okay, so that guide you want to fit right up against your fabric line there. Okay, and while you're stitching with this stitch, you'll keep the fabric against that. If you move away from that, your stitch will not catch. And let me show you what I mean by that. This is the manual for my machine, and this is the blind hemming section. If you'll look here, it shows you exactly how the stitch works. So the majority of stitching is on that outside tab that we're leaving, but it jots over and does a tack stitch ever so often to tack it. And that's what gives it that blind hem stitch, so you don't see your stitching all the way around it. And my book has tells me the pattern, tells me the presser foot to use, and what thread tension to use based on the pattern that I chose. Okay, mine has 3 different options, and so I just used mode 1 and 7 for this pair of pants. And it's really not a hard thing to do. The hard thing to do about it is the fold. So if you can get this fold down, then you can do blind hem stitching. So guys, I hope this helps someone, and maybe it'll help me in the future, because I tend to forget how to fold this each time. So I hope it helps, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys all again in the next one. Thanks. Bye.